Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So this video is purely about a vacuum cleaner that we bought for the Caravan. Now it's not sponsored, we did buy this with our own hard-earned money, and it's a bagless, cordless vacuum cleaner. It's called Vakyou. Sorry, it makes me laugh every time I say that, but yeah. Anyway, yes, it's called Vakyou, and we bought it purely on the reviews for this cordless vacuum cleaner. We have obviously the obligatory carpets in here, and when Sally was alive and she used to come with us, it didn't seem to matter how much you groomed Sally, her fur would always come out in clumps. So she used to leave a lot of fur in this Caravan, and although, you know, she's now passed away, unfortunately, it's now time that we make sure that every part of that fur is cleaned away, because Millie is now our new family dog, and she's getting used to the Caravan, and you know, she goes around sniffing and everything, and as we all know, dogs noses and smells, I think it's something like 7 times more acute than our own. So we want to make sure that A, the fur is gone, and B, that Millie can actually now make this her Caravan. You know, we've got our memories of Sally, and that's how it will be, and you know, Millie will now make this her Caravan. So with the vacuum cleaner, we wanted to make sure that we had something that we didn't have to have a cord, because we did have one that had a cord and we had it in the Caravan, but it made a horrendous noise. It was just awful. And when you was on a campsite, you know, the first thing people did was come out and see where the noise was coming from. So what we did is we decided to buy a cordless vacuum cleaner. I'm going to show it to you. It's pretty much standard shape and size to most vacuum cleaners that you can buy for your Caravan or for your home. But this one was purely sold to us on the reviews, and also some of the YouTube videos that I went to look at on YouTube. So let me set it up, and then we can show you exactly what we bought. So this is the standard part of a vacuum cleaner, cordless one. It comes with a rotary head and lights on the front. This also, you can take the actual brush head out, this part, and clean it under the tap and everything like that, and to keep it all nice and clean. This part of the actual pipe work is extendable, so you can leave it this size if you want to, if you're just doing like the couches or whatever, or you can extend it out, and you can basically extend it to whatever size you want. You know, I mean, that is full extension. And then all you do is with the end of it, and I'm showing you stuff that you probably already know about, but yeah, you just basically clip that in. That then makes a circuit between the two pipes, and then you have this part, which is the actual vacuum cleaner itself, and that goes on there, and you've got one big nice vacuum cleaner. So I'm just going to take that pipe off again. So on this part here, you've got up and down, plus and minus, which is obviously the power of the actual vacuum cleaner itself. So we used it last night at home, and I must admit, it did pick up quite a lot of fur. Even picked up some of Sally's fur. Sally's been gone now. I think it was 6 months now she's been gone. So it even picked up some of her fur, and yeah, it just goes to show you how powerful it is, and how deeply embedded some of Sally's fur was in the carpet. Let me show you this working actually in the Caravan. I think that's going to you know, make a difference. So this isn't the actual carpets for our Caravan. This is just a runner that we have in here in the winter time. So you know, we don't normally have these in here, but that's just a stone. I'm hoping that's going to pick it up. So let me just put that down on the floor. So that's at low speed, and that's at high speed. There you go, it's taking it up. So hopefully you can hear me over the top of this. I'm gonna just see what's now in the actual bagless part of the actual vacuum cleaner, because this Caravan was actually cleaned within an inch of its life. And yeah, we made sure that we cleaned up everything. Now I haven't had this part apart, so I don't actually know. Oops, I don't actually know how that comes apart. Let me just open the bottom part actually, and we can, so you know, you haven't got to wait around. Oh, look at that, look at that. Can you see that? Now that is just out of this, that is just out of that carpet. I can't believe that. Wow. And I thought I cleaned this Caravan properly. That's amazing. So this part of the actual the actual vacuum cleaner is just like the one of the cleaning tools, and this is going to be brilliant for getting in there. So I have emptied it out. There's nothing in there. I'm just going to see if there's anything in here, and when you actually look in here, it doesn't look like there's anything in here. So let me just give this a quick go. Just give that 2 passes. And I'll give this one 2 passes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change over the head while we're here. And I'm just going to use this one because there is a couple of tools that come with it. So I just want to make sure that this works. Now, you can have that just as a normal sort of open-ended cleaning tool, or you can put that, lock that into place, and it's got some bristles on it. So I'm not trying to teach anyone how to suck eggs, but I like a clean Caravan. So hopefully this is going to do the job. Let me just try this piece. And, you know, hopefully you can hear me over the noise of the actual vacuum cleaner itself. Now, let me just try that without the bristles. Whoops. So again, that seems pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the actual head. So according to the instructions, you can just do away with this part and you can use just this part and this part together, which it actually looks like you can do because there are 2 connections. And then you can turn it up and do, again, the Caravan. But don't get me wrong, I know that some people would rather use a conventional vacuum cleaner, but trust me, over the last 25 plus years that both myself and Sarah have been caravanning, you know, this actually does make sense. Let me just move the Caravan. I want to keep this still running so you can see exactly what comes out of this. Now that's the original rubbish there. And I'm amazed I can already see what's in here, and I'm just going to open that up. There you go. Look at that. Did you see that drop? Now that part there was from, look at that. Look, you can see it all in there. Look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Look. Unbelievable. So as you can see, this actual vacuum cleaner, this actual vacuum cleaner, I'm really amazed. And like I said, we bought it with our own money. Now this came from Amazon. It was $69.99. I wasn't going to buy the big, massive vacuum cleaner that starts with the letter D, because they're rubbish. They're rubbish. I mean, you know, please, you know, if you know different, please put it down in the comments. But from the people that I know that have got that one, they all say that, yeah, they're not very good, or they're good while they last. Let's put it that way. But this one has got, oh, I keep turning it on. I'm really sorry. So this one has got it's not a paper filter. this is actually, all you've got to do is rinse this out, let it dry. It's got to be fully dry before you can reuse it again. So make sure you get everything you need to do done before you actually, you know, use it again. The battery comes off there. Now you only get one battery, so as far as I can make out, this battery will last ages. Depends how much you use it, really, to be fair, but it's got a little indicator on the side there. It tells you exactly how full it is, and at the moment it is, let me just put it back in. I think you have to switch it on. You'll have to forgive me the noise. Yes, so at the moment it's only got 1 bar on it. So yeah, so that's the battery. Then inside here, where the actual rubbish comes out, you have another little HEPA, I think they call them a HEPA filter, another little filter there. Again, this one, you get 2 of them, but you just have to wash them out, dry it, and then you can reuse it again. Now, I am absolutely amazed that that works as well as it does. And I, like I said, went on the reviews of this actual vacuum cleaner, and I'm glad I did, and I'm glad I actually read them through, because everyone said that they were powerful, that they were a really good cleaner, that they came up to the same par as the big boy cordless vacuum cleaners. And for us, £70, I think, unless this can prove me wrong, was well worth spent. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's not affiliated with me at all. Like I said, we paid for this with our own money. I just wanted to bring it to you because, you know, everyone these days are trying to save money or buy something that isn't going to cost them the earth. And this, I think, is going to be a great addition to the Caravan, because we've only bought it for the Caravan. We've not bought it to use at home and then bring it with us in the Caravan. This is purely for the Caravan. All right, so that's it really. Caravan's all ready to go. Well, I thought it was, but now that's proved me wrong because of the amount of dirt that's still in the carpets. But hey ho, I thought it would have been cleaned up. So yeah, so we're all ready. We're all ready to go. I think we're off in the first or second week of April. We're not going far away. We just want to make sure everything is all right with the Caravan, because as you are aware, we did have mice, or a mouse, in the actual Caravan. That was taken care of. We did have one in the front locker, but because we've got a metal bulkhead, he couldn't get in, actually into the Caravan. He's now gone. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And both Sarah, myself and Millie will see you very, very soon in the next one.